So, breaking news in Cuba. Do you know that Cuba is a communist country? It is a shithole of a country that, oh yeah, the Democrats love. And recently there was a whole party that was going on. I mean, like a whole democratic movement going on where all these democratic people or liberal people went over to Cuba to celebrate the greatness of Cuba because, like Trump wants to do something about the criminals that are involved with Maduro that is from Cuba because Maduro's like his personal bodyguards are also Cuban, and he has a connection with Cuba, and Trump wants to do something with that, try to like prevent more future damage, and now like the whole liberal leftist party is trying to side with Cuba, which is weird because hey, where the hell's your home country at? And there's a lot of irony throughout the whole situation. I'll show you some. So they were having a party in in Cuba. I think like some Irish group, music group was there, and they were just raving and partying, and it caused multiple blackouts throughout the city because it was just such a drain on the energy system in Cuba, and patients that were on ventilators in the hospitals died because those ventilators failed. And here's the thing, you would think that they would have generators there, right? They do have some, as far as I know. I couldn't find it, but from what I've heard from my Cuban friends is that like hospitals do have some equipment like that, but it's Cuba. I don't think most hospitals could afford a like a mega generator that can power like a multi-story building. So a lot of people, if not like everybody, died in some hospitals, but it's okay. Only some people on ventilators died. Okay, not all of them. So that makes it okay. It makes it okay for the liberals to party and have fun at the expense of those people's lives. There's nothing. Oh yeah, there's something supremely saddening and raging about seeing a hospital running on bare minimum power. Think about dialysis patients, baby in NICU, and overnight Cuba. Oh yeah, there are those babies that are born early, and they need to be in those incubators or something. Like yeah, they just died too. By the way. Yep, and like this is what these hardcore liberal people promote. They want to have fun, but at the expense of poor people.
It's incredible. It's truly
Hasan Piker said the Cuban people like not having electricity while staying in Cuba's exclusive hotel with power. I gotta hear it to believe it.
my favorite places officially. I totally understand why Will was saying that about Cuba. It's remarkable. The people's resilience is remarkable. There's like rolling blackouts that take place throughout the day, every day, all around the country, right? 11 million people. But today is a beautiful day out here. It's like 75 degrees, sunny. People are partying. People are partying in the fucking streets.
Yeah, people are partying. The liberal people are partying. The people of Cuba are suffering.
I don't know.
He's trying to downplay the whole situation, right? Like, oh, the blackouts. They love. It's okay. They're having fun. What are you talking about? Like these blackouts, they're no big deal. Like, yeah, I'm sure you had a few blackouts here and there. The blackouts got people killed.
If it's like an island mindset. I don't know if
This guy is so dishonest and disingenuous. It's obvious that he has malicious intent, right? But this guy is smart. He's one of the smart ones. I've always said there's smart Democrats and they're dumb Democrats. This is a smart one right here.
it's like I don't know if that has something to do with it. I'm sure that has something to do with it, but like they're just chilling. Like
They're just chilling. Yeah, they're chilling because there's nothing that they can do to get the power back until you guys disappear and fuck off. Unless there's some ways to get you guys to stop partying. I know some methods from the Muslim community, but you know what, man? This guy is super dishonest. He knows what he's doing. He just wants to feign ignorance and just try to promote communism. Like, it's crazy. If you look at the clothes he wears on his streams, he always wear like the beige green communistic clothes. This guy is kind of it's so unusual. And the thing is, uh, Democratic woman loves him because I mean, realistically, he is kind of attractive. But then like they don't care that he's like an extremist. They will support his cause just because he's good looking. Oh yeah, it's now been revealed the Cuban regime was forced to deploy armed security to protect a five-star hotel where campaign socialists like Hasan were staying, fearing locals might attempt to storm it in protest of the country's electricity being diverted to the hotel. Yeah, these blackouts in Cuba, they're fucking brutal. The thing is, I'll explain after this video, like about communism. I mean, just some power across the street, right? Look, there's two lights. That's something. It's pitch fucking dark. But yeah, so the reason why, like, if you look at every communistic country throughout the world, like there is, like it's always a shithole, like low energy, no power, shenanigans, and you will realize that a communist country like China, well, China's not really communistic. They say they are, but they're not really communistic. But like even then, they do have communistic practices where the Chinese government has a lot of control over every entity, and China. So China, they don't really innovate. They don't really develop new things. They just build things that already exist. Right? They stole technology from Germany. They stole technology from us. And they're stealing culture from the Western, from the West. Believe it or not, like a lot of architecture that is designed like that the rich people want in their home is usually Western architecture, and they're that is how they get the whole stereotype of Chinese people loving to copy people. They just love they just love Western culture a lot. They talk a lot of shit about it, but they always take their stuff. And the situation with the communism is that you basically suppress people' ability to like develop. Like for example, Bill Gates, right? He committed IP theft, right? He would have people go over to his place, do a presentation, giving them the idea that they're gonna work together, cooperate to build like Google. I mean, sorry, to build Excel sheet. But then after they do the presentation, Bill Gates would tell his developers, "Okay, copy this, make this for ourselves, and then yeah, let's ignore those guys." Is essentially screwing those people over, and that is like low key IP death or something like that. But you know what? The government didn't punish him, but I mean, realistically, with Excel sheet, even though like it was stolen, I think it is in better hands with Bill Gates because he managed to make the product more universally available compared to what those other guys could have done. Just saying, like Bill Gates, he's not a innovator. He was a phenomenal businessman, a ruthless one, but yeah, it's thanks to him, like we saved a bunch of trees, to be honest. But yeah, like this Hasan guy, he is dishonest. Oh, I saw this already.
Saying tourism is the life.
Hassan fires back at criticism for staying in a five-star hotel during his humanitarian aid trip to Cuba. Blames U.S. policy. The government makes it illegal for us to stay where we want in Cuba. We had to stay in five-star hotels. Wow, I wonder why. Why would Cuba make it a law where U.S. travelers have to stay in five-star hotels? I wonder why.
Lifeline for the Cuban
Sounds like
economy
North
is
Korea.
the government has very limited resources, and the American government makes it illegal for Americans to stay wherever they want when they're in Cuba. They have to stay in what they've declared as five-star hotels, right? I'm telling you all this because
What?
like even the five-star hotels are not like, they're
American government forces their travelers to stay in five-star hotels?
it's not like it's what the American government has declared five-star hotels. But regardless, in comparison to the situation on the island, it's prosperity pretty much, and experiencing that dichotomy has like definitely fucked me up. Definitely.
Ooh. I didn't know that it was the US law. That was Cuba's law to, get you to go to five-star hotels, trying to leave a good impression. Now I'm kind of confused. Why would they do that? Yeah, I mean, shit. But at least they get electricity, right?
Like if I were to ever, if I mean not ever, but like I hope to come back, and when I do, I'll probably not abide by the American restrictions.
Oh well, I didn't really. Let me take a look. No, the claim isn't true. Is reversed. U.S. law bans American from staying at most government-owned hotels in Cuba, including many five-star luxury ones like Grand Hotel Manzana, Kempinski. That sounds Russian. The rule requires private accommodation to avoid funding the regime, especially for. Oh, okay. It bans them from staying in government owned buildings, not like privately owned five-star hotels. So okay, yeah, he made that up. Thank gosh. Is okay, yeah, so he lied. Or he was just ignorant. But knowing his track record of how dishonest he is, we could say that he lied. We could say he lied for sure. Average annual salary in Cuba, 156 USD. Hasan Piker's Cartier glasses, 1,380 bucks. It would take the average Cuban 9 years to purchase Hasan Piker's glasses. No way. Here's the thing with Hasan. He he has an expensive habit. He likes buying expensive shit. And that expensive shit happens to be Cartier. Didn't Cartier have like a whole situation with pedophilia? Right? Like, they had something of like child sex trafficking or something. And he's wearing Cartier. I thought he was against pedophilia, right? He talked about the Epstein files so much, but no, you if there are photos and media of pedophiles having their way with children, I want to be out in the public. But if you're buying stuff from them, that's totally okay, according to Hasan, right? I mean, I've always said it. There's dumb Democrats and there are smart Democrats. I mean, this is a minor mistake, all right? You cannot say someone is dumb just for making a minor mistake. Hasan is a smart Democrat. Let's get it clear. He is smart. Look how much, dude, man, fucking 1,380 bucks for a pair of glasses. How rich do you have to be to be okay with spending that kind of money? Holy crap. Hardly anyone pays retail for glasses. You don't care what happens to Cuba. You just hate a content creator for saying that what the US doing is wrong. Is that true? Who is that guy? The average salary is not even close. That's only a part of the worker sector. The retirement pension is around $38 annually. Elderly people are dying literally. Hey, Dios mío. Oh well. Oh, it's well. I mean, it's just based off of data, right? People say it's less. I mean, I'm not surprised if it's less, but
Any bandwidth whatsoever.
Hasan Piker admits that while on a humanitarian trip in Cuba, he and his comrades are living in La Vida Loca. Piker, who presents himself as trying to help Cubans, is making thousands of dollars from streaming from his five-star hotel room and doing off-stream interview for his YouTube channel, while also going out in Havana with kneecap, drinking at local bars, and giving money to Cubans he encountered. So far, it doesn't appear Piker is doing much socialism work. Instead, he seems to be redistributing money he's made through capitalism.
Whatsoever. I have no idea what's going on. Like last night, we ended the broadcast, and I went and linked up with the Progressive International boys. I met Jeremy Corbyn. That was fantastic. And I hung out with the Kneecap boys. We went out and drank at like a local establishment, and we have been we've just been living La Vida Loca. Honestly, we've just been living life, living large, and just peppering people with just wads of cash for the most part, with hopes that there's like a little bit of economic respite for each individual Cuban that we encounter.
He said wads of cash. I highly doubt it. I believe that he gave money away, but I don't think he gave that much. Knowing how dishonest he is, he lies a lot. Like, here's the thing with liars: you don't want to trust anything they said. I lived with a pathological liar before, and I am right now kind of living with a pathological liar. They can lie. They will lie nonstop. They cannot control themselves from lying. They never made any close relationships because they can't stop lying. That's what pathological liars do. So, think before you walk.
To get this.
Oh, the irony! Communists for downside of communism upon his arrival in Cuba, Piker tries to downplay government restricting his ability to broadcast interviews in real time.
Up and running for like the past couple of hours. Okay. Most of the interviews will be off the stream because it's like very difficult to. One, it's very difficult to get around. Not as bad as like you would think, but it's still obviously a bit of.
Damn, is this normal?
And also
must be that Cuban internet.
There's severe limitations here. The energy grid is currently stable.
God, he talks like those old Karens. Like, he's always pussyfooting around the words. Doesn't want to get in trouble. Just be careful what he's saying. Man, like, it's such a disingenuous way to interact with people. You will never be able to develop a close relationship if you talk like that. Hasan Piker in Cuba at his five-star hotel. There's like rolling blackouts that take place throughout the day, but today's a beautiful day. Oh,
out here it's like 75 degrees, sunny. People are partying.
Yeah, people are partying. You guys are partying. Yeah, I saw this already.
I'm here in Havana, Cuba, right now on a humanitarian aid mission alongside numerous other organizations, including but not limited to the DSA. And my goal here today is to bring awareness to what my government, the United States of America, has done to the Cuban population. One of the most ridiculous embargoes of all time that has only gotten more deadly as time has gone on. We have tremendous sanctions on oil transfers in this country. We're not allowing other countries to send in oil as well. It's a necessary resource. The hospitals are in a state of dire disrepair already due to the different components of sanctions.
Yes, you guys partying and sucking up all that electricity made it really pleasant for Cubans. Good job.
The hospital machines are broken and they can't be repaired because Cuba is considered a state sponsor of terrorism. And I wanted to basically showcase the personal lives of everyday Cubans and how this system, this rigorous sanctioned system.
I mean, remember how he said they're chill with it, the electricity is out, and they're totally cool with it, they're partying, and how they're okay with the blackouts. Now he made this video and say how they're suffering, how the blackouts are affecting the hospitals. This guy, he doesn't like to tell the truth. Yeah. He doesn't have a stance. He just says, right? I mean, he just says whatever. Like his, I think he keeps changing his opinion or keep altering the narrative because his viewers on his live stream were pointing out that his partying led to these hospitals running out of electricity and getting people killed. And then like he just keeps downplaying it. He's using multiple strategies, downplaying it, changing the narrative, and changing the narrative into like how Cubans are okay with it, or he's trying to blame obviously Trump. That's like his third technique into saying how this is not his people's fault, right? How it's not the Democrats' fault.
Actually dominates their lives in very meaningful ways, and yet we don't even know about it. Most Americans don't even know about it, and I would go so far as to say even a lot of Cubans don't know about it either. So my goal, hopefully, is to bring awareness to the inhumanity, because collective punishment is a war crime after all.
Oh yeah, collective punishment is a war crime. Here's the thing: no one really follows war laws. No one does. If you know that lasers are banned in wars, you cannot use lasers, but we still use it. Our enemies still use it, right? And also, not letting people sleep is also a war crime, right? Don't you remember the whole ICE protest? All those Democrats or liberals, they're preventing ICE agents from sleeping. Yeah, they commit war crimes too. Why don't you go point that out, Hasan? Right? I mean, this guy is hella. I mean, it's just plain dishonest.
The Cuban government actually. I want to go to Cuba.
This is gonna be a last clip about Hasan.
Love Cuba.
Oh yeah, you'd be down?
Yeah, I filmed a documentary there once.
The Cuban government actually hit my contact from the embassy.
Oh yeah, the Cuban government hit your contact. The Chinese government hit your contact. What's next, Hasan? Who's next? Russia?
And told him that if the only thing stopping us from coming to Cuba was the consistent internet access, we can make it happen.
Yeah, Cuba is.
Oh my God, bro. How is this guy? Dude, somebody clean up my U.S. politics. This motherfucker is getting help from the government of China, from the government of Cuba to go and do propaganda trips? What the fuck? Hello? Nobody writes about this? Nobody on the left media? None of the gay people or the thirsty as fuck women care to ask a single question about any of or man, I'm sorry. I didn't read the Vanity Fair article that was talking about his big biceps. Maybe they do have some critical reporting in there? Nobody gives a fuck?
Sick.
Wait,
like the government reached out to you.
So yeah, of course. It's well, not reach out to me. There's like there's a middleman there. Because I had a doctor from Cuba. Cuba does this thing called medical missions, and they've been doing it since I believe like the 70s, and it's incredibly successful. They have a massive, very
When was this video posted? 11 months ago.
robust, like have been sending their doctors out
11 months
and
ago.
also generating revenue for the country this
Because
way
they
as well.
betrayed.
They send the doctors
This
out.
was a
Oh, so 11 months ago, they reached out to Hasan, and now Hasan is in Cuba. There might be some correlation to his recent visit to Cuba.
especially important for the relationship with Venezuela, I believed.
Not gonna handle that responsibility.
No, Marsh can do both. He's got it all.
I'll go to Cuba. We've been talking about a couple trips, chat, Cuba and also China.
It's just there's limited amount of space.
Yeah,
so
Did he promote like the people organizing this or any? He must have on his stream, and I just don't get linked it because why would anybody link me that? Like you'd think he would try to get his audience to donate or something for the mission or something, right? Like what? Or I don't know.
I'm actually amazed that Hasan has not been
I don't know these people. It's so weird.
that he has not been like under investigation by the FBI, because what he's doing is, I don't know, like low key treason, isn't it? Right? You're promoting communism and you're helping the enemies and you're spreading propaganda that is positive to our enemies. Like, as when you're an American government, aren't you like trying to figure it out? Like, I mean, it's like, uh, it sounds so simple that I don't even know how to say it without it being insulting. But isn't that just treason? Like, in some way? Because, dude, he's just misleading people into thinking that Cuba is a paradise when it's a shithole. I mean, I don't know anybody that wants to live in Cuba. As a matter of fact, I knew a girl that's from Cuba. She moved over to Peru, and then she moved over to United States afterwards because those two places are shitholes. But for some reason, you know, like you have this guy that's high key is a domestic terrorist. Like, don't as the American government, don't you want to do something about Hasan? You know? Huh. So weird. I mean, the U.S. government is on top of everything, right? They have all the technology. They have Palantir, and they have like other kinds of tech. Like, they already have the technology to catch like any buzzwords that's used in telecoms, right? Even if you're using your mic, like if you're having a Skype call and you talk about making bomb threats, like it will the FBI has the technology to pick that up, and then they can actually start auditing you immediately. What you know, like, and looking at the videos now, it's quite blatant that he promotes communism and he is spreading bad propaganda. Huh. And the U.S. government is not doing anything about it. They're just letting him do what he wants. Or is it like that situation where Hasan is too big right now to deal with? Is wait till he dies off, and then let's take him in, and then we'll interrogate him afterwards, kind of situation. Because he doesn't have any direct harm to United States for now. Is that well, hard to say, but you know, if I was running the government, I would probably be on top of it. Or maybe they're doing something about it already, and they already have plans that I don't know, right? I always like to reserve judgment, just in case that I could be wrong. But yeah, who knows? Maybe the U.S. government has something planned out for him. All in all.